Welcome back to another episode here on the Timeless SMP, and today we're working on the arcade again. We have done a tiny bit of work on it, and I figured I need to get recording before I just build this whole darn thing. So yeah, we got part of the side done here, and we also did a little bit of the roof. Nothing too special, so I didn't figure it was enough to record, but up here we can get a good view of what we did with the roof. We just added these little extra spots, and then we added some lights. I think it helps a lot. And then we did the roof a little bit further, and it's looking pretty good from down in here, I think. Very nice. Ooh, hey, also that looks really cool. The sun rays coming through, making the shadows. Looks really nice. But yeah, then as you walk on in, we now have our floor going in. And I think this is a pretty good design I'm pretty happy with. It took some messing around with. I love the shininess with the shaders on. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen this with shaders yet. But yeah, real fancy floor. I think it looks pretty good. Let's get a higher view up here. Yeah, pretty nice. Really simple pattern. All of the little glazed terracottas make like a square. Not too noticeable though. So yeah, what are we doing today though on the arcade? I want to get this front entryway pretty much not done, but operational. So the plan is we are going to have just this big path that goes this way, that way, that way, and that way. And then along all of these sides, we're going to have like a kind of a circle, larger center area right here where you'll be able to see all the way up to a big domed window. But along the sides, there's going to be almost like small shop fronts. There's going to be a wall. Here, let me try and explain this as best as I can. There's going to be a wall that goes all the way along, and along all of these walls, there's going to be shop fronts. And so each one is going to have its own unique style, and they're all going to look a little bit different and have different mini games inside of them. So I think this is going to be a pretty cool little thing we're going to do here with this, as long as we can make it all functional. The problem with making this like a Redstone project is it's got to look good, but it's also got to be big enough and spacious enough inside to make all of the shop fronts functional, and functional either machines or games. Okay, so we are in my test world right now, and I wanted to show a couple of the designs for things I've already got. I got to be careful not to look around because there's a lot of spoilers. But like we said, we had a fishing game. This is a game that I saw on Hermitcraft. I know Tango Tech and Impulse SV have both made it. I kind of just took the concept and then had to come up with it on my own because I wasn't sure how their Redstone worked. But it's a pretty cool little simple game where you just fishing rod off the items off of the wall. And then we've been kind of just locking down some of our machines. So let's clear a couple inventory slots here. And we can take our sea lantern, pretending that the sea lantern is our key, and say we pay, 1 diamond, okay? Paying 1 diamond then gets the person a total of 10 tokens, or coins, or whatever we want to call them. So pretty cool, and we can adjust this to any way we want. I had to look up some of this. Some of it's my own design from old worlds. We brought back, I don't think it was ever in a YouTube video that I did, but I did bring back a couple casino games that I made in a world a long time ago. So this one, it's got a weird chance. So right there, they got a coin for paying a coin. And sometimes like that, they don't get anything. Ooh, they won both that time. That's really good. There, they just won a ticket. And that's pretty much how it works. They both have a random chance of happening, and then they have a random chance of what they're going to spit out. So, cool little random one. And then we've got this one over here. It's kind of just a simpler version of that. This one we're probably going to charge like the tickets, I think. So you throw your tickets away, but you have a chance of getting a coin back or your ticket. So, see, there's a coin. So yeah, 4 simple machines, and I think we can easily plop these 3 into that front area. This one might need a little bit of a bigger area, but I think we can cram it in up top and we don't have to dig a hole for it. So anyways, let's get to work on building this thing in the world. Back here at the arcade, I have run into an issue that I was not expecting. So I started laying out these shop fronts here on our path, and I was getting a pretty good layout, and the idea was that these walls here, they would go all the way up to the roof, and you would just have this really, you know, super tall hallway here. But then I realized I messed up a little bit and made it so that these walls would actually go up into the glass ceiling, which doesn't make any sense architecturally, actually. So that's a bit of a problem. I don't know what to do about it, so I'm not sure how to continue this right now. It's left me in a complete stupor right now of thought for what to do here. I was maybe considering I could do something like say we just go up to here. Maybe we do the shops like this big instead. And then there's just kind of like a rail here, and there's like a floor maybe up here. I don't know. And this could go over up into the point where the ceiling meets. So like probably about here. So we could do something like that, where there's like an extra floor up here, but it definitely will change the look of it. The idea that I was going for came directly from that Lies of P game I was talking about in the last episode. There's an arcade in that game. It's not very arcade-like. I think it's just called the arcade, but yeah, it's a very interesting problem I've run into. I'm not sure what to do, but I did want to say I'm liking how these layouts are going, though, so far, besides that problem. We will have, you know, a single shop front here, you know, door and stuff, one there, one there. This one, or potentially a lot of the corner ones, are going to have some overlapping shops, so there'd be a door right here normally, but there's probably going to be a door right here leading into the exact same shop. So, yeah, some interesting problems, but I'm sure we can work it out and figure it out. But I did go and gather all of the redstone that I'll need to get the payment machine in. This is going to be the conversion for diamonds to coins in here. And yeah, so I just got some serious thinking to do on what to do about this. And then we can get building, hopefully.
You know, true wall is you're kind of walking along the roof of the rooms, but you make a little balcony or something that you can kind of look down. I say that especially because for casinos, at least, balconies and like looking down at the people playing the games and everything is kind of a big deal.
That's true.
At least I only know that based upon the movies and TV shows I've watched. That
yes, of course.
Because no, genuinely, I've never been into a casino.
Oh, really?
A sibling of mine keeps being like, "Come on, I'll take you," and I'm like, "I don't have time for that. I don't have money for that either." So yeah, I don't know. I figured out.
I've been
The floor is really nice. Oh, so you do use calcite? Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah.
If you need extra calcite for this, let me know. I got some places you can get it from.
Very nice. Yeah, I probably will actually buy some because I think I've used just about everything for these 3 strips, and I got to do one more. So.
They're really nice.
Very handy.
Very marbly.
Yeah, that very. I was hoping it to yeah look very decorative. I think I got it a little bit.
I think you got it.
So I did a thing. I may have got a little carried away. This turned into a difficult planning process, and usually when I have these difficult planning processes, they kind of just turn into me testing something out over and over and over, and so I just wasn't really sure what to record. But I think we have mostly the design down. I'm not 100% happy with it at the moment, but I do think it's looking good and it's going in the direction I want. So you can kind of just imagine when you walk on into the arcade here, you'll have just this hall going down because there's going to be buildings right here as well. And yeah, it's just going to be these lining buildings going all the way across. And I think it isn't that like apparent the window problem as well, because when you're going to be down in here, there's not going to be many cases where you're going to be looking up at the roofs up above. I did decide to just go with a roof. I tested a balcony. In that little clip you saw, Jake Kelton was recommending make a balcony. I tried that out a little bit. Wasn't too happy with it. Also, I might as well mention Jake Kelton. He is another guy that plays on the server. His link is down in the description. He makes some epic creative builds. So go check him out. His base is right over there, actually. He's been building in the nether recently. But anyways, yeah, so I think I did go with the roof here. As soon as I get the roof up to, I think, I don't know, a couple more blocks up, we'll make a nice merge between the roof and these roofs. But I kind of wanted to get at least all of these shops in. I think today our goal is to get in all of the shops along this side and this side, and then get at least our first payment machine put in. I think that's the goal. I think it's a pretty easy goal to acquire. The biggest problem I'm running into is the amount of wood that this actually takes. Making all these stinking trap doors, that's expensive stuff. So I've got to go and collect probably a bunch more wood. Everything's going to be pretty much this design. Okay, I think we need to check our shop earnings. I haven't done this in a while. Whoa. But we got to check our earnings here. Don't expect a lot from some of these, but we're about to get to the big money. Let's grab from the sea lanterns. Ooh, very nice. Okay, here we go. The dark prismarine. Oh, yeah. There we go. And, oh, very nice. Okay, there we go. 56 diamonds from one shop. I've got to spend these at the shopping district to give back a little bit. So we'll maybe do that later. We've got a new shop popping up over here from Jake Kelton. The wood shop, which I have almost bought out. I need to convince the Fuzzball is his name. I need to convince him to get on and restock that so I can keep buying it. But let's head on in to the arcade. We did some work, and it may be almost done, okay? But, oh yeah. Let's just take a second here. You can take it all in. So, I really like this effect, first of all. Going from a ginormous building to still a tall room, but it goes immediately into the scale of, you know, the player. We're in just a little shop area. It's kind of cramped. I love how this turned out. It's clean, classy, very nice. I think it really captures the looks of the different styles that I was going for. Oh yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. So let's take a second to walk through what the whole thing is going to be. So right here we've got our coin converter with our green glass and stuff. The glass colors are all different, by the way, just to add some variation. But we got our coin converter. People can come in, spend their diamonds, and they get coins. Then, with their coins, they can go and play all the various games, such as the Risky Gambler or the Riskier Gambler. And these, they can come in and they can gamble their coins to receive either tickets or coins. And with their tickets, and throughout the entire arcade, as you collect more tickets, you can then come to the prize shop, where you'll be able to come on in and you can buy whatever is going to be in here. There's going to be a smorgasbord of just random things, mob heads, potentially netherite ingots, armor, tools, whatever I put in there. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think it's turning out really nice. We still got to put in the coin converter in this episode, and we've got to finish this wall. This wall is looking pretty shabby, I gotta say. But you can see we did the roof thing here. I think it turned out great, and it flows right into the roof now. So let's hop on up. As you can see, we just brought stairs all the way up, and then we added in these little arched windows here. They're just some sea lanterns behind the copper grates. Really simple. This is definitely all going to be fixed up, this whole front. But I would say we are close to being done with our first hallway design. And then once, we're done with this whole hall design, we can pretty much replicate it, copy and paste basically, all to the four sides. And I think that's going to be pretty sweet. Okay, I think that we have the first step to our payment machine. I might have to move things around. I don't know. It's already getting tight. I'm not very good at compacting redstone, so we'll see how things go. But in theory, I should be able to just put 6 diamonds here. Okay. I think the customer just has to put in 1 coin here, and we should hear the note block in the back go off. Yes. And if they put in stone, nothing. If they put in dirt, if they put in a shovel, anything they put in besides that diamond, it's not going to work. So, sweet. That's pretty cool. And I think that it's potentially quick enough to go fast. I don't actually know. Okay. I think we did it. I just got to preface. A lot of this redstone, I don't even know how the crap this is working. I just had to look up little tutorials of little things, and yeah. That's basically all I did. I hope it's working. If you want to take, some inspiration from here, you can. Be my guest. I haven't even tested this. 64 and 8 for a certain amount. I know that. I can change that to dispense different amounts. But let's see if this works. I should be able to put in 1 diamond, and it's going to give me 10 redstone blocks. Okay? So, here we go. Please work. 1. What? Okay, so I think we have it working. If I put a diamond in here. Come on, come on, come on. 10, baby! Let's go. Yeah, I'm not very good at redstone. Definitely ain't pretty, but I think it gets the job done. That's all that matters. But what does matter and sucks a lot, just as much as this redstone, is my video making skills. I already made an entire, ending to this video, and then I just kept playing, and I kept building, and I was like, I can't do all that without having some explanation as to why the thumbnail or even like the final shots would suddenly have a lot more. So I've got to show it off. We've been working on the interior quite a bit. So we went in and we've just been adding lots of shops. Now, most of them aren't finished, like so. But we've also made an executive decision that we need to expand the building. So the building's actually going to go into the mountain. So the exterior is going to be slightly bigger, but we needed a lot more space in here for the games, because the games were just not going to fit. I immediately realized this isn't going to work, and I had to expand. But let's talk about a little bit of what we've done. So obviously we've got a bunch more of these shop fronts now, but then we added in these cool little archways here. So pretty simple, literally just the fully oxidized copper with lots of different variants of it. I think it turned out really nice. I just kind of replaced one of these here. And then over here in the center, we've got a cool center piece. I really like this one. It turned out pretty nice. It's slightly different just because some of the tricks that I used on those I couldn't do here. But I think it looks really cool. It just adds this really cool feel here, making it feel a little more outdoors, even though eventually it's all going to be indoors. And yeah, it's just super big in here now. Then I went ahead and have started the process of wrapping the granite around the whole building. So I think in the next episode, you guys may see the entire outside wall finished. I'll probably have it done off camera. But yeah, it's looking pretty big now. And as you can see, we've pulled it into the mountain. So from the outside, it's just going to die off right there at the mountain edge. But from the inside, it's going to obviously just continue. So continue for however big we need this to be. Yeah, I think this is turning out pretty nice. A lot of work went into this that I just straight up didn't film. With the update that we had where we've got the new biome, I lost my flashback for a while. So I was like, man, do I even bother recording? I don't know. I couldn't really wrap up the video either, and I wanted to keep building. So yeah, I guess we're just now in this state where we're really finishing this thing quickly. In the next episode, like I said, the outside of the walls might be done, but I might get a bunch more of the interior done, and then we can really start working on the games and whatnot. I think I'm going to wrap this episode up. I've got to. I just keep building, and I need to just finish this episode. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed seeing the interior. I'm loving the direction it's going so far. It's looking so cool. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. And goodbye.